So hello everybody, welcome back. So today I'm doing a recount on my garden and the production of things on my garden. And the reason being that I have to kind of give a report for my uncle so that he can know what things I'm supposed to bring to the garden and what things I'm supposed to change the place or whatever it is. And so I have to do like a report on the products because some of the products might be weird. So, having said all of that, then grab your coffee and I hope that you like this video. So far I have collected, I think, roughly about, I don't know, let's say maybe like 5 of these bags. This is cotton from my garden. It looks like snow. It's amazing. By the way, the plant that I have is just one and it's still collecting more. So I found out that there are two types of cotton that grow wild here. There is the purple one and the green one. I saw the green one. My neighbor has the green one, and the green one. Seriously, I'm not complaining, but oh no, I will prefer the purple one that I have. The purple one is very, very pretty. Both are kind of like, it's almost the same cotton. I do not know if you will be able to tell the difference. In terms of touching it, the green one will look, it's a little bit, I think it feels a little bit different on the touch, but the difference is very, very, very little. You will have to be like really into touching so that you could see it. Of course these things has the seeds on it, so that's a seed. My daughter will spend all of the time taking out the seed, and then my daughter is learning how to make threads with this thing, and then we're going to color it and things like this. But so far we are actually using this. My daughter takes the seeds out, and we are using it to make teddy bears, but not in the shape of teddies, in the shape of zombies versus plants, the video game. My daughter absolutely loved that one, so she keeps doing these dolls, and she's placing the cotton in that. So she gives them to friends and other family members, and she says, my mom collects the cotton, I process it, then I make the toys with my grandma, because my grandma is teaching me how to sew and how to not get burned with the silicone glue thing. So yeah, I don't do crafty things, quite frankly. I don't. But my mom is learning with my daughter, and it's a bonding thing. So I collect the process. Then I have this. This is a type of banana that I showed you last time in the video. So it's called apple banana. So I'm going to show you the size compared to an actual banana. This one is the one I collected from my garden. So that's the size. So it's an apple banana. By the way, this one is normal banana, and this one is I don't know if I have this type of plant in my garden. I am assuming I do. I do not know. But this one, you can tell that these are birds. Birds will put their claws in there, and they will try to eat this fruit. And I collected about 7 that are yellow, and the other ones are these ones. So cotton, it's about I don't know, let's say 2 kilos or 3 kilos maybe, and this one I think it's about 2.5 kilos or something like that. So it's kind of huge compared to other stuff. I'm supposed to cut these. They did not grow entirely. I have no idea why some of them did not grow, but at the end of the day, I got this type of banana, and then I also got plantain in my garden. I will show you more right now. So let's start from the beginning. Those ones are cassavas. They are ready. I'm supposed to collect cassava tomorrow. This is yang teng. This is for anti-inflammatory kind of things. And also, you can take these seeds and pull them all together, and you can make some sort of like flour, and you can, or powder, and you can place these into drinks, and it will help with any kind of inflammation that you have inside your body. And it's also for rejuvenating the skin inside. Like the skin has two sides to it, so you're supposed to this thing is for that one. You can also use this for medicine. So moving on, I have passion fruit, and then this one, which one is the one that is for, I have one that is most are passion fruits, but there is one that is queen passion fruit. Yes, I think it's this one. No, well, one of these ones is queen passion fruit, as in the passion fruit is not the size of a orange, but rather it is the size of a watermelon. I have shown you that in other videos, right? Wild coriander, tomatoes, and then I have here the chestnut tree that I have told you, which is this one. This is supposed to, I think it's going to take like 20 years to grow, but this thing is as big as my house, and I have to make sure that I do not have anything from this tree out on the street or whatever, because this type of fruit, if it falls into your head, it might kill you. So I need to make sure that, in my house there is not a lot of things. I have these things, which is a soap tree, but I have planted these things. They were supposed to let them be like that and then soak them in water until they grow. I don't know. But, that one is for soap, but I don't have them because so far all I have is seeds. They are not grown. I have a lot of flowers, and more cassava. The money tree, this one is a money tree, my God. That one, a small plant like this will, just this plant like this, small, will cost like $50 or something like that. Like a bunch of them that are small will cost that much. This one, like this size, will probably be like $100. This is because this type of tree is supposed to bring you a lot of abundance, and you're not meant to have it yellow. So even though that, because it will absorb the things that are wrong in your environment. So people believe this thing, and so even though that I put a lot of water in this thing and we take care of it, it keeps being yellow. That means that we have a lot of people that there is envious. If it turns yellow, it means that you are surrounded by people that cannot withstand how much you shine, or stuff like this, or something like this, and that's why you people have that kind of plant. I have a lot of plants that are red, because that one, I love plants that are blue, purple, and red, like fuchsia kind of red, like this one. This is my favorite color, so I love it. More trees. Oh, this one is very, very, very important. This one is called yerba mora. So it's a type of blackberry. You're not supposed to eat this, by the way. They are poisonous. But this, if you press them, they will put an ink that is very, very, very like potent. The type of ink is purple color. So if you want to dye anything in purple, this will be great. However, I have these ones because I have it for medicine. If you have any kind of herpes, like weird herpes or weird viruses or weird things, these ones, you will prepare medicine with this. You can prepare medicine, and so a lot of people will look for this type of plant because of medicine purposes. I have the avocado tree. I'm supposed to let it grow 50 centimeters more and then cut it after that. Keep cutting it and treading it, because if it grows more than 50 centimeters more, then the roots might be, you know, bad for my house. But I'm not cutting down the tree, so I'm not going to let it grow like this. Then I have lemon, oranges, tangerines, and Jamaican flower. And of course, you know, I have this type of tree. By the way, I'm supposed to put, if you have this type of problem, then you're supposed to take oil, like cooking oil, and just shine this thing with cooking oil. I will do it later, because the oil will prevent the tree from getting infections and things like this. You can also get special treatments, but this one is the cheapest one. This plant is actually from Florida, and I have no idea how I got it. I think that one of my neighbors, you know, gave it to me. Oh yeah, that's right. One of my neighbors gave it to me, and it's called the marvelous flower or something like that. And it when it grows, you know, it grows the flower. It will change colors throughout the day. So it is white as soon as it, you know, like, you know, snow kind of white. But then in the afternoon, it will turn red, like my favorite color. So it goes from white and then pink, 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 and then darker pink, and then wine, and then red. And so, you know, throughout the day. So a lot of people will take like 50 pictures throughout the day and see how it changes the color, and it's amazing. So people love it because of that. And usually when I have this thing, it usually gives me 5 or 6 flowers per week, you know. And then I have more, you know, obviously coffee. Like I said, I think that this time around, I am thinking that, you know, because it is fields, I'm thinking that I'm actually going to collect 1 kilo, you know, because it is so freaking field. And of course, more cotton. Seriously, I have to, you know, clean it up, and it's insane the amount of cotton that I am getting from that plant, you know. It's insane. That one is a cotton tree. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a lot of cotton there. So I have to go into my ladder, and then I have to do that one. Then I just got 3 plants for cayenne flower. This flower is supposed to grow, you know, big, and it is for treating all kinds of heart and blood problems. Like, you know, if you have high blood pressure and things like this, you're supposed to drink tea from this every day, and it will help you lower your blood pressure, and at the same time it will help your heart become clearer. As in, you know, it will help your heart veins to clean itself, because you're supposed to clean the veins inside your organs. You know, and there are things that are specific for each kind of vein or vessels inside your organs. And this one is specifically for the heart. And so it's very hard to, you know, we have tried to get this plant like several times, but this time, you know, I got the plant and I told my mom, hey, you are growing it, because every time that I touch them, it's like they don't react very well. So my mom took care of this, and so far I think they are doing it. They are growing. So, you know, more cotton, more cotton, more cotton. I have other trees. I have 2 coconuts right there and here, and I have cotton trees that I'm supposed to cut every time. You know, cotton trees, they will grow naturally like insane. It's like wildfire. More citrus, the cotton tree. I like this tree, the fact that, you know, it's very thin, this part. And so it's cool, I like it. More coffee. Like I told you, it's insane the amount of coffees. Then I have other types of flowers. That one is anise for stomach problems. It smells, oh my god, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This one is guanabana. I forgot the name in English, but is a fruit that is supposed to be from the islands, the Caribbean islands and some stuff like this. It's green in the outside, but yellow, no, actually white in the inside. and it has a lot of black seeds in it, and it's big. It can grow, it's like a balloon, sort of a speak, and it's amazing. This one is, I always forget the name in English and Spanish. This one is a pomegranate, I think it's pomegranate or something like that, the name. This one is cashew. I'm supposed to be collecting cashew soon, by the way. I just hope that the insect shows up, because so far, I will collect a lot, but if there is no insect that will that will make this thing happen, then I'm not getting it. So I am kind of like, I really need the freaking insect. But anyway, I have guava tree, and again other tree from the guanabana, more guanabana. By the way, I planted the guanabana even though that I don't eat it because I don't like it. I planted it because this type of leaf is for making the biggest medicine that you can think of. This one is for the hair. So if you make tea for this and then you put it in your head, like you splash it in your head every day, your hair will grow like if you were a wild beast. Like seriously, oh crap. So a lot of people, get these things a lot, and you can also drink it as a tea for other stuff inside your body. But mostly, I planted this because of my hair, and because I'm thinking that eventually I might get a boyfriend or something, and men use this a lot so that they don't go bald, But of course, men are not going to go and boil the thing and process it or whatever. So women will do this for their boyfriends or husbands, So women will do the treatments. You have to know how to prepare it, and men don't bother, but women do. And this kind of plant also, like I said, this one is a wildfire thing. It grows on its own and it will eat the whole thing. I have to cut it every single time. It's insane. It was just one, and now I have if I let it, I think that thing will take over all the garden. So peswa, which is another type of fruit. It's a black thing and it looks like an olive, but it is actually a fruit, and it's like a grape, but it's not a grape. It looks like a grape, but it has a very, very big seed, and yeah, it's insane. But I want this one because I'm thinking about getting a lot of fruits for a lot of birds. More coffee. That one my uncle had for me. And my uncle had a lot of coffees, and he brought them to me so that I can put them in between all of these things, like that. This one is beach grape. This one is beach grape. It is supposed to grow a little bit taller, and then it's supposed to give you a grape that it is a special. So I'm thinking that it will give me one, like one group of those things. And if it gives me one, it's called beach grape because you're supposed to use it for mostly preparing wines and alcohols and things like this. And it will take you to, the smell is different, and the flavor is also different, and it will remind you of beaches. And because this thing also grows in kind of like a dry land or stuff like this, so is big. And I have a couple of these trees, and I absolutely would love them to give me grapes. Cocoa. This one is for making chocolate. That one is cotoperi, which is a fruit that is nearly extinction in my country, and I want it because it's kind of like the same as mamon, which is another one. But I have mamon in the front yard, in the park across the street. So every time that I want mamon, I just have to go and get it. But the cotoperi is nearly extinct. This one is guava tree. This one is also for the leaves. I want the leaves to make medicine. I like the fruit, but not as much. I will prefer citrus. But, this one is also for growing your hair, but not as much as the other one. The other kind of that one and this one, the combination of the two is the best for growing your hair, which is why I told you that women will need to prepare and learn how to prepare it properly. Both of those things are important. Let's see. This one is plantain, but the tree is so tall that it's insane. And I'm trying to get you to see it. I don't know if you can see it, but right there is a plantain. Plantain is not the same as a banana. Plantain is big, and you are supposed to cook it before you eat it. And that one is the one that I had to cut down. This one is a moringa tree, and as you can tell, it has a lot of seeds because I cut it. Every time that you cut it, it will produce a lot of seeds. If you cut it, again, when it is producing a lot of seeds, then it will give you a lot of leaves, and vice versa. And so you have to know when to cut it and how to cut it. Cocoa trees, cocoa. That one, there is a cocoa tree right there. Coconut, cacao. This one. Oh my God, I have to place this one. Give me a minute because my uncle left me this one and I'm supposed to put it here. Give me a minute. Okay, finished. So here I have a coconut that is supposed to be growing. You're supposed to put the coconuts in a lot of compost that is made out of leaves and cover it and then place a lot of water until it decides to grow. And in this place I have a tree that is coffee. I can't find it. Oh yeah, there it is. Coffee. Now this one is for making tea. It's called poleo and the smell is, oh my God. The smell for this thing is amazing. It's just one of those things that is amazing. This one is a flower. It's a white flower, and I can't tell if it is the medicine one or not. This one is a cocoa tree, and this one is also a cocoa tree. And I put it in the middle, the flower one, because it is supposed to be protecting these ones. But I have to cut it all the time, this thing. Cut it so that this thing will can grow. But the flower is like that, and it is supposed to be white. This thing will grow white, and you can tell that this is a colored one. So it's supposed to be white, and it is amazing, and it looks like I don't know how to put it, but I will try to show you the flowers later. I have grape from the beach. The poleo. I have Artemisa, which is the medicine plant. This one is made for Chinese medicine, uses this plant like insane. This is one of the top 10 most wanted and most useful medicines ever. It is used for malaria and diphtheria and a lot of things. It's insane the amount of things that this thing will treat. This one is called perita. As in, this is a pear. This is pear from my country, but the pear is red. So it's more acid than the sweet pears that you can find, from the US or wherever place like that. But this one has red. This one is valeriana. This one is for sleeping. This one is insane. This one is, and if you cut it like this and drink it, you will sleep very, very, very profoundly. And I have a lot, and it's insane also, this one. I have to put more. I'm thinking about putting more outside also so that the neighbors can share it with us. This one is a fruit. That one is níspero. I do not know the name in English. That one is a Indian hobo, also a fruit, but I have no idea. I mean, this one I think that these things need a lot of time for growing. More plantain or banana, more cocoa, more oranges and citrus. And I have a lot of ornamental flowers, papaya, and of course, more plantain and things like this. Very, very, very important, the cotoperi that I have there. And I have a peanut. Here we have peanuts. And every once in a while, you know, I have to come here like every other week or so to try to see if I find, you know, peanuts. This one I have to check. Let's see if we have any. No. You know, I just move it a little bit, very gentle, and I'm supposed to look to see if it has peanuts. So far this one doesn't have it, but if I find, you know, maybe I will try next time. By the way, this one is a wild grass. It's not supposed to be here. And so, you know. So peanuts and the cotoperi, which is supposed to be here. Where is it? Don't tell me. Oh, here it is. Here is the cotoperi. So, peanuts, cotoperi, and this plant, I love it. It has a blue flower, and I absolutely love blue flowers. Blue flowers, I think they're the best flowers. And so, you know, I love blue flowers. That one is lemongrass. That one is a type of oregano for cooking and for medicine. This one is more cocoa, and more ornamental Jamaican flower, cashew, and cotton, and cassavas, and of course this is a peach tree, and the reason why this hasn't given me any kind of fruit or anything is because it's lonely. You can see that I don't have anything in here other than cassava. And I thought that the cassava was going to grow as that one, so that they could all be together, and that way the peach will actually grow. But they didn't grow. And because they didn't grow, then the peach decided not to give me anything, and decided not to go. Kind of like that. It's insane. And here we go. We have more ornamental things. You know, I think that, you know, this one is one of my favorite ones. Like I said, the colors are just amazing. These ones. And I have this one. By the way, these flowers, these ones that are here and they are there, they are from my grandmother's house. She died and I went to her house and I took a lot of trees from there and I planted them here because I absolutely love them. There is one that is my absolute favorite, and it is this one, because the leaf is twisted. See, naturally speaking, the leaf is twisted, and it has weird coloring and everything, and it's like an alien plant, and I love it. Because it has, like you can see, it's the same plant, and it has green with yellow, and then black with purple. And it has them all together, and it's like a twisted thing, and it's amazing. And that one is, which is my favorite. Oh, look at this one. This one looks like a, it's not twisted, but it looks like a sword of some sort. And so I love it. I have coriander. I also have right there chives, or, you know, green onions, as in, you know, for the green, for eating. And coriander, wild coriander, and of course I have a lot of trees and things that I'm supposed to grow in there, and I have no idea what they are, but you know, I just throw a lot of things in there, and sometimes they grow, and when they grow I take them out, and then I try to figure out what they are after I talk to my uncle. Sometimes I do know, but most of the times I don't. I just try to see what happens. This one is not the flower from that one, but rather is medicine. This one is Caña de la India. I have no idea what the name in English is, but that one is medicine. This one is acetaminophen. This one you can tell immediately by just touching it. It's oily. And not only is oily, but like I said before, the smell of this one is medicine. You know, by far, I don't care if you're in Africa, if you smell something like this, you'd immediately think this is medicine. And you're not supposed to drink a lot of it or whatever, because you might get the same effect of you drinking too much medicine. So you can poison yourself with this plant. Aloe vera, I have a lot. This one is the purple one, which is supposed to be the one that whistles. The one that whistles when you have an intruder in your house. So I have to put it in another place. My friend brought me this plant, and this plant is amazing. is a violet flower, and it is supposed to be medicine and edible, and at the same time it's a lot. You can do even coloring with that one. So it's a lot. And this one is oregano, which is another type of seasoning. And you can use it for a lot of other things. So far, I think that is all my garden. So far I'm only collecting the bananas and the cotton. I will be collecting coffee maybe, I don't know, maybe in 2 months from now or something like this, and that is because thank God that there was insects. Last time I have mentioned before that this thing does not have, it did have a lot of flowers, but it did not have any kind of fruit because the garden did not have enough insects. So now I'm trying to pick up a lot of insects, and I gotta collect a lot of cotton right now. I gotta go get the ladder. The problem is that it's sunny, so I don't want to do all of these things. I would rather be doing something inside, and I will come back later, maybe in the afternoon. And I absolutely love this flower just because of the color. This is my favorite color in the whole world. So there are papaya trees. I'm supposed to replant them someplace. And this is just here. I have to go outside, and in front of my house I have planted a lot of other things. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I have a mango tree. This one is a special kind of mango tree from my neighbor's house. He died, but I collected a mango from his house. And so my uncle told me that I could make it live, but I need to put it into a bigger pot or stuff like this, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that or where am I supposed to put it, because I do not have a lot of space in my garden. I have a space, it's just that the root is going to be a problem. And so when I'm thinking about plants, my uncle tell me, no, that you cannot put that in there because the root will kill everything around it. So I gotta be careful about the root of the plant, not just the plant, but the root. And he taught me about the size and the stratus, which I'm going to explain in another video. So anyway, thank you for staying tuned. See you again soon.